Vice President Kamala Harris is expected to conduct face-to-face interviews today with her final contenders for a running mate, all according to sources familiar with the matter. This comes after an exhaustive vetting process with teams of lawyers.
Lauren Cristella, the CEO of Committee of 70, is here to talk about the state of things as we wait now on Harris's big decision. Lauren, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So what exactly is involved in this vetting process? I mean, it's not just, picking a place to have dinner or picking someone to eat dinner with, right?
Yes, this is a much bigger commitment. There is a question of chemistry, of course, but policy fit. And then there's all the background vetting that happens by the lawyers, financial analysts, just to make sure the person they're picking doesn't have too many dark secrets or anything to hide.
Now, we know that Pennsylvania is going to play a big role in this election, along with all the other swing states. What are some of the top factors that you expect to be considered when it comes to a running mate?
I think there is that policy fit. Oftentimes, presidential candidates pick a vice president who addresses some kind of perceived weakness or can attract a different demographic than the top of the ticket is appealing to. So for this instance, I think if Governor Shapiro was selected, I think it would just further validate the importance of Pennsylvania in this upcoming election.
I don't know if you're able to comment on this, but do you see Governor Shapiro? We all think that he might be at the top tier of one of her choices, but do you think that he's actually top tier based on what you see with their policy initiatives?
Absolutely. I mean, I think his name has been in circulation from the beginning. We know that he's being closely vetted this weekend, and kicking off the campaign, this campaign tour with the vice president is the nominee is going to start in Philadelphia on Tuesday. So that's also some people are trying to read the tea leaves on that front as well.
And a bit of a different topic here. We've heard a lot about the difference of opinion about a next presidential debate between Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump. How does the debate selection process usually work?
Usually there's a commission, but both the Biden campaign and the Trump campaign abandoned the typical process for the nonpartisan typical process that happens. But every presidential candidate in the major parties since 1976 has had a debate. So we're, as a nonpartisan watchdog trying to engage voters, we think it's important that the public have a chance to hear from both candidates, not in a scripted speech, not in their television ads, but truly on a stage. And it's an attention-focusing event, right? Lots of people tune in. With our media being so divergent, our news habits, it is really an opportunity for everyone to watch the same thing. They can, of course, take different things away from it, but it is one of those moments, and I think it's very important that the candidates come to some kind of an agreement and host at least one debate ahead of the November election.
And it goes back all the way, that tradition goes back all the way, as you mentioned, Lauren, to 1976. So thank you so much for waking up with us on this Sunday morning.
Thanks so much for having me.
All right, have a great day. Thank you, Lauren.